Welcome back. Looks like we have some points to allocate for Desarde. And I've been looking at the skill tree, the attributes, and the talents just for a few minutes. And I think that I've decided that I will finally put a point into craftsmanship. This will give us 1 point of craftsmanship, and then the gloves that we wear, the blacksmith's gloves or the goldsmith's gloves, will give us a 2 craftsmanship level so that we can start giving better upgrades to our weapons and our armor. So let's put a point into craftsmanship. As far as the attributes, I want to increase the power of my melee attacks. So we're going to go with strength level 1, which gives us plus 20 stun and plus 10% armor damage. I really need to get that armor damage in. I think that I need to do the armor damage as well as... What is it? I need to get new weapons. It's awful. I need to get new weapons. So one of the things I noticed in battles is that my fury generation isn't as quick as I would like it to be. So one of these points I'm going to put into this galvanizing fury, and then the other one I'm going to put into strong grip, which gives us plus 10% damage when attacking with a one-handed heavy weapon, which would be the hammer that we're carrying around. So that's what we're going to go with, strong grip. I also noticed on the map of San Matthias, there's this point of interest over here. I think it's the only one I haven't unlocked in the city, other than this corner, which could just be another warehouse, which we may end up going to in the future. So I want to head over here and see what this question mark is. Wow, you can definitely see inside of that mountain from here. I wonder if we're going to get a chance to go over there. Look at the cityscape. Too bad so many dickheads live in there. Oh. Yeah, I really want to go over there. Oh. I didn't see these guys. Shit. I need to switch my weapon. Getting my ass kicked with my hammer right now. Oh, Kurt, what are you doing? So I'm still a bit slow when it comes to wielding that hammer. I don't know, maybe over time I'll eventually get better. I did say in the beginning of the playthrough... Ooh. Triple-barreled pistol. Can I carry that? Oh, accuracy is 3. This is the first item that I've been able to pick up that's actually, like, better than what I've been seeing. Old studded leather boots. Not so much, but that pistol... What I was saying is that in the beginning of this playthrough, I wanted to play more as a warrior and a strong character. Almost like what Kurt is. Kurt's terrifying. He's so strong and powerful. And that's the way I want to be. I strive to be Kurt. Who are these people? Oh, more enemies.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
I think that guy just tried to kick me. Oh, Fuck. That hurt. At least I have Sierra on my side. Did not expect to just take a bullet to my face. Oops. Anywho. Oh, old Flint revolver. Oh, damn. Look at accuracy 3. Oh, it sucks being able to pick up all these cool items and not be able to use them yet. Steel foil. This has 55 more physical damage than the sword that we're carrying currently. This is the first time I've seen a purple weapon, too, in the open world. I think that I have finally hit the level where more items are going to become available to me. That's exciting. Inquisitor's robes. And boots. Crusader's ring. Wow. Stun. I wonder if this is anything that I'm going to be able to use on some of my companions. At some point, I am going to go ahead and look at these new weapons and armors that I'm picking up and put them on my companions. I'll probably do that when I'm at a camp or in my residence. Can I need to kill some of these animals so that I have them in my codex. I don't really want to kill them, these poor innocent creatures, but I want to learn more about them. I can see enemies. So how big? Oh, the map actually gets quite large, unless this is a circular area up here. Looks like more bandits. El Banditos. Throne. Oh. I just looked at... Ooh. Hold on. Okay, I like the fights with these guys. They're making it a bit more challenging. Cool beans. This is an area that's quite far away. Wait, what? What is this? I mean, it doesn't have any quest markers near it, but at least I have the camp that's near it. I wonder if this is Thelemy or Teleme. I keep saying Thelemy, like Bellamy. I wonder if this is Teleme's like training grounds. So I have changed up some of the items that we're wearing. I really hope that Sierra, you can't see her right here. Maybe just a little bit through the fire. She's wearing Inquisitor's robes, and I hope she doesn't, like, get super upset with me. But I have her in robes and Inquisitor boots. And I also upgraded some of our, like, I don't know what they're called, the slots, like the little crafted slots. So our armor does look a bit different, and I'm okay with that. I really... Ooh, the Inquisitor robes are so ugly, though. So ugly. I'm gonna take a quick look around, maybe? No? Okay. Well, I just wanted to see if I could get up here. Potentially go to this camp, but it is out of reach. I'm guessing that it's just off limits. So I'm not even going to bother with that. Instead, I am going to figure out what our next quest is going to be. I've decided we're going to go back to Hikmet and start this in the name of science quest. The caravans being attacked. It's like, I believe it's right outside of Hikmet City. Yes. Okay, right at the outpost. So we're going to go ahead and travel there. He wants to talk to me. I don't really want to talk to him, but we gotta speak to him at some point.
Ah, my child, I'm happy that you are here. I've had an idea that I wish to present to you.
Please do.
I've known the Mother Cardinal for quite some time. She is a formidable woman, gifted and diplomatically skilled. I fear that your cousin might be a little defenseless when dealing with her, and would like to give him a few weapons.
What do you have in mind?
Diplomacy is not only a matter of formal encounters and choreographed etiquette. If we had the means to action more personal leverage, the Mother Cardinal could not manipulate your cousin.
How could we ever find anything of that sort?
Everyone has nasty little secrets, my child. It's our task to discover Cornelia's.
Wait a minute. You deceitful little bastard. See, I thought he would have been all up in Mother Cardinal's ass, but it looks like... he actually wants to help us out. That's going to be interesting. We'll put this off until later.
It is a very good idea, but alas, I have other problems to resolve first.
I understand. Come and find me when you are ready.
I'll see you later, Father.
Take care, my child.
The Vices of the Mother Cardinal. That is something I probably want to do in the next episode, or the next video. Anything I can do to have a one-up on that woman would be great. Alright. Captain Reinhild, tell me about your convoys.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
Governor Buren has asked me to help you fight against the caravan attacks. Could you tell me precisely what's going on?
For weeks we have been harassed by the savages. They're waiting for groups of soldiers or caravans to be out of sight of the outpost and attack with incredible violence. They don't just steal goods or equipment. They kill without mercy. Only one man survived their last attack. He's here in a sorry state.
Do you think he could answer a few questions?
Yes, but take it easy on him.
I'll make sure I do, Captain.
Poor guy. Question the surviving merchant. Oh, I remember seeing them over here because it looked like they were all sick. Maybe not. Maybe I'm still thinking about Serene. Alright, sir.
Hello there. My name is Desardet. I'm the legate of the congregation. I was informed that your caravan was looted and that you were the sole survivor of the attack.
It's true, Your Excellency. It was awful. All those deaths. The violence. We followed the recommended precautions to the letter, but it was useless.
Ooh, you can see the growth on Desardet's cheek really clearly in that sunlight.
How did the attack happen?
We traveled all day. We were exhausted, and night was approaching. We knew we were not very far from the outpost, but we couldn't go any further. So we camped away from the road, trying to stay out of sight. Alas, it was in vain. That's when they struck, in the middle of the night.
Were there several attackers?
I counted 5. maybe 6. But others were hiding in the woods. I'm sure of it. If they only had their usual stone weapons, we may have hoped to escape them. But their weapons were inflamed. I have never been so scared in my life.
Interesting. They're mages. I'm betting that it's not the natives that are doing this.
What were you transporting?
Mostly food, but also herbs and other ingredients for scientists.
Did the attackers take it?
Everything was a blur. I don't know if they intended to steal or destroy it. Unfortunately, my companions died while trying to protect our cargo.
Are you saying that the looters started by attacking your cargo?
Yes, Your Excellency. Maybe more of us would have survived if we'd all fled.
You mentioned recommended precautions.
Yes. Since attacks occur often, we were given a number of precautions to avoid them. Do not travel at certain times, do not camp near the road, do not light any fires. All of it was useless. It would have been better to recruit guards to escort us.
Based on what you're saying, the attacks were very targeted. They must have a camp near the outpost to monitor the road.
But what is their goal? Why attack all the caravans along this route?
They must want to cut off the supply lines to Hikmet. We'll go to the scene of the attack. I might find something there to help track these rebels.
Find and examine the location of the attack. It's very interesting. I wonder if it's an inside job. I mean, I guess it could be. You know, the natives. It just seems a bit suspicious. I'm trying not to fully explore the map so that I get a chance to go to them and see them for the first time when I start missions.
Here we are. Stay alert.
I love the leaves that have fallen. It makes it look like autumn. Alright, this has gotta be an ambush. They burned everything. See, they're not taking things, they're burning it. They're destroying the caravans.
The food has been destroyed. They clearly don't need it, which means that their camp should be close by.
Must be what the question mark is on the map.
The crates are empty. Their entire contents have been destroyed. These goods were not meant to reach their destination. They must have died protecting their goods. How sad. These wounds appear to be caused by stone blades. The kind of weapons that islanders use. They acted quickly, methodically, and then left. But where are the bodies? Let's look around.
Well, yeah, that's not suspicious at all. That's one of those queens, isn't it? Well, I'm gonna take an antidote. I do not like these poisonous creatures. Ooh. She sucks. I don't want you.
Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Ooh. All of us need to clean up on her. Fucking bitch, dude. I do not like the poison. I need more armor that's poison resistance because they suck. At least with a creature that has armor, you know, like that can actually hit you with physical damage, the poison eats you so quickly. Well, I'm just gonna take everything. I need to go to a merchant and sell all of the crap that I'm carrying. And then, yeah, I figured that the rebels were gonna be over here. Now I wonder if having Ciara is gonna change the dialogue at all. Because she's an islander. I guess we'll find out. That's another thing I need to figure out how to do is... How do we craft potions? Something we need. We've been picking up all of these ingredients. And I'm not quite sure how we're supposed to do that. Now that campsite was quite a ways out from everything else, and then it's right close by to where the rebels are supposed to be posted. So, is this like a good sign that maybe they're gonna be good? You can stop. You can stop.
Things are about.
Why was this man's body arranged like that? There's something in his pocket.
I do like having Ciara on my group. She's actually a lot more helpful than I thought she was going to be. She has been saving my ass just like Kurt has been saving my ass.
He's in the caravan, but whoever attacked him decided to drag him here and feed him to the wild beasts.
The Donea Extragao do this as a sort of scare tactic. This is a message for other merchants.
Her voice right then just made me think of Cassandra from Inquisition. Find the rebels. There's also... this area is quite large. That's why there's a campsite back there. We're not going to be able to go up here, are we? Impossible to climb. That's a place that we would return. Oh, we're probably going to go up this way and then back around. And these guys, they're so tough. And then sometimes the enemies, they don't... This is one gripe I have with this game right here. The enemies will not attack you until you get right in their face. Like, why do I have to get right in your face? Ooh. You can freeze. I'm just gonna use the bullets because I have them. Ooh. Yeah, I don't like that though. I can lock onto an enemy, but I can't attack it until it has a health bar. It's the weirdest system. They're just gonna be at the top of the ladder and push it down. Oh. Never mind. They'll just be right here, ready to greet me. Don't you use your vanishing powder on me. Oh, they're using poison. Wait, no. They were buffing themselves. Tracker's Gauntlet. Sierra, you can heal me at any point you feel you like to. Oh no, more bats. I don't like the bats. Okay, since we have bats coming up, I am going to use a major health potion. It might be a bad idea because I have only 2 of them, but I really need some health. Are they the regular dudes, or is there a queen in there? The queens are no joke. The queens can have you dead in an instant. Ooh. Stop, man. Okay, these guys aren't as bad. The Viperous ones, not as bad as the other ones. I don't know what the difference was, but the other dudes, they be OP. I call hacks. I'm very close to leveling up again. I just realized. Man, Kurt went way over there. Well, that's neat. Find the rebels. Bottom of the hill. Oh. There's a way around them. Hold your horses. How do I get over there? Sometimes the paths are very well hidden. Unclimbable. Climb level 3 vigor.
I need a bit of practice.
To my house. And death to the others.
That it? It's because we had the high ground. That's why you always take the high grounds. Like Obi-Wan Kenobi said. I call an ambush.
Finally. Here's the camp of the rebel natives.
The standing men call themselves Donea Extragao. Please, let's try and talk to them. I do not want to fight with my brothers without trying to reason with them first.
Alright. Well, I guess it's a good thing that we brought you with us. So at least have some type of diplomatic option here.
Hello. Don't worry. I come in peace. I only wish to speak to your leader.
I am the leader of this camp, Renaikse. And whom might you be?
My name is Desade. I'm the legate of the merchant congregation.
The congregation. Are those the Lugaid Blau? The yellow eyes?
It's possible, yes. We live in the city south of the island.
That's right. We hold no grudge against your people. Talk. I'm listening.
I've come to speak to you about your attacks against all those who take the road to Hikmet.
The Lions only got what they deserve. They have captured many of our people. We must release them.
That's the price of war. If you fight, you risk men being taken prisoner.
I'm not talking about warriors, Renaikse, but villagers kidnapped in our villages. They mainly attack on all Menawe, those carrying the mark of the bond like you. They capture them, and we never see them again. We don't know what they are doing to them, but we are going to release them.
I see. But our merchants have no role in this. They are not warriors. So why kill them?
They brought food and weapons back to our enemies. We could not let them pass. If your merchants had fled, we would not have pursued them. But they resisted, so they died. The city of Loyans is no longer to receive food or weapons. Nothing.
I share your anger against the lions, and I also hope to find our captured brothers. But the Renaigse also use floating houses to transport things. Your attacks were useless.
Listen, if what you told me is true, I fully understand why you're fighting. I'm even ready to help you clear up these disappearances, as long as you spare our merchants.
You no longer need to worry about it. That was our last attack. Our troops are ready, and soon we will make the Loyan pay for the harm it has brought upon us.
What are you talking about?
Soon, the Donea Extragao will march together, and we will free our brothers.
Oh no. What do I do? So if I attack the rebels, obviously Siora's gonna get upset, and the relationship with the islanders is going to go down. But if I leave and I don't stop this ambush, it could mean a bad relationship with Hikmet. So I think I'm actually just gonna let them do what they gonna do. I don't believe that the city of Hikmet should have done anything, but I feel like if I let them attack, they're going to end up losing more than they should. Oh, this is hard. I'm gonna stick with my gut here, though, and I'm just gonna leave.
Can you guarantee that our merchants will now be able to take this road without risking their lives?
I always keep to my word. The time for small attacks is over. Now is the time of war.
I'm afraid you're heading straight into a massacre. But since you promised me that our caravans will be spared, I have fulfilled my mission.
Go in peace. We should prepare ourselves.
Inform Reinhild. See, this isn't going to be good for them. They're going to end up all dying. That's not something that I wanted to do. But I also didn't want to attack them. I was thinking as the dialogue was going that I might have been able to, like, change... Can I go through here? Nope. I might have been able to change the outcome of the attack on the outpost. Maybe there's still time to do so. What do we have? Oh, we just have to jump down there. And then we're on our way. So I'm gonna head back to town and see if there's anything we can do to stop this massacre.
I hope I will not regret letting them go. They are so full of hatred for the Alliance.
The Donaya Extragao fight, as my mother did, to free our people from the lions. And now, they are ready for a great battle. I hope they will not end up like my clan.
I have to admit that the story of this attack is concerning. We should talk to Captain Reinhild about it. We can also inform him that the convoys will now be running smoothly.
Yeah, just as I thought. I should have the option of telling them not to attack. To stop taking the people hostage.
Hello, Captain.
Your Excellency, what can I do for you?
I managed to trace the rebels who attacked the caravans. They will no longer be a problem.
You eliminated them.
No, that's not necessary. But you must know that this group is part of a much bigger army. An army that is ready to go to war against Hikmet.
We have been at war with the rebels for a long time.
They did not speak of skirmishes, but of a pitched battle. They want to free their imprisoned comrades and will stop at nothing to do so.
This is terrible news. We must prepare the troops immediately. I'll send a message to Governor Buran. Thank you for warning us, Your Excellency. You've given us a chance to resist their assault. I know it's not much, but I hope you'll accept this as a token of gratitude.
Thank you, Captain.
I'll take 150 coins and a level up. But I don't like how this is going. I don't like the direction this is heading with the rebels or the islanders attacking the city. You know, this whole situation here.